All right. Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachach Kodash, the honors to the apostles, Nazareth Millstone. Peace, blessing, the salutations to all my walking, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. All right. And I'm about to switch it to this share. I'm about to get into this word, Platonism or Platoism, which I ran into the other day. And I'm going to read the definition. I got scriptures to go with it. All right, this is I got it off of Wikipedia. This is Platonism. It says rendered as a proper noun it is the philosophy of Plato, or the name of other philosophical systems considered closely derived from it. In narrower usage, meaning in more modern terms, Platonism rendered refers to the philosophy that affirms the existence of abstract objects which are asserted to exist in a third realm, distinct both from the sensible external world and from the internal world of consciousness. All right, so basically what Platonism or Platoism, Platonism, all right, is basically the belief that there's another realm outside of the physical and then outside of the non-physical, like in your head, all right, in which we know through the scriptures that third realm is a spiritual realm where the Most High and the angels, where even the evil spirits, the so-called demons and Satan dwell. All right, because us being in this truth, you have to have a stern belief and knowledge, or I would say belief, because we don't really know everything in detail, but you have to know that there is another realm. It's more than just the physical. It's more than just what we can see and what we can touch. All right. And if you don't have that floating around in your head, then you're not going to have the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in you. You're not going to have the fear that you're always being watched. You're always being monitored. All right. So I'm going to start with a couple scriptures. Basically, it's just showing, and for this Platoism thing, just stick to the narrower usage definition, because it's a whole belief system, and if you jump into it, you get all bugged the fuck out. But basically, it's just highlighting the fact that there's a place outside of time, outside of what we know, and that's where the Most High is chilling at. That's where he calls all the shots. All right, if you wake up and eat some cereal, it's not because you woke up and felt like eating some cereal. It's because it was implanted in you to do so. And that's something that a lot of people in this world don't know. That's why a lot of people are proud. That's why a lot of people are narcissistic, because they think through their own strength, through their own might and their own wisdom, they were able to gain things. That's why the fall of Esau, the so-called white man, his kingdom is going to be so great, because he's tricked everyone into believing that he's the greatest thing ever, all right, through his own sheer power. But it don't work like that. So this is 2 Kings chapter 6. I'm going to start with this. Let's see. Chapter 6, verse 14. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city. All right, and this is talking about, let's see, who was that something? So the king of Syria sent men against Israel, sent his army against Israel. All right, verse 15. And when the servant of the man of the Most High Power was risen early and gone forth, behold, and the host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses, of chariots of fire round about Elisha. All right, so basically, it's a well-known scripture, but it's just highlighting the fact that there's another realm outside of what we know, and ultimately it controls what goes on here. All right, although you can't reach out and grab it, all right, it's not something you can write down on paper and record. There's a realm in which the Most High created things, in which he dwells, in which he controls, because he controls everything, but that's the realm that he prefers to reside in. All right, and you have to believe that it exists. That goes along with the faith. That's why when people start falling out, some of the first things they start to do is change up the scriptures. All right, they start to say, oh, well, this didn't happen, and this wasn't that, and well, Mary might have actually been a virgin, and the tribe chart, and all that crazy shit, because they lost the faith. They no longer believe that the Most High is even up there anymore, or I won't even say up there, but out there. All right, that's a better word to use. All right, let me get. So now I'm gonna jump. All right, because here in this world, Esau, they try to teach what parallel universes and dark matter and space, but they don't have an understanding on it. That's why everything Esau says at the end of his word, he'll put the word theory at it, because he doesn't know. But through these scriptures, we can learn about what's really going on. All right, I might grab this. I'm actually grab this Revelation first to give a better understanding. This is Revelation chapter 4. Let's see. I'm gonna start at verse 2. Or I'll start at verse 1. After this, I looked, and this was John the Revelator when he was being dealt with. All right, when he was going into the visions, being spoken to by the Holy One of Israel, the Most High. All right, through the angel. It says, after this, I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. All right, and he that was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald. All right, and I got those two words, jasper and sardine, the translation of them, but it's showing you he went to the spiritual realm. He went to this third realm. He went to this place of Platonism. All right, and I'll read the definition again. Let's see where it says the existence of abstract objects. And abstract literally, it means something, or it says it right here. It says abstract and concrete are classifications that denote whether a term describes an object with a physical referent or one with referent or one with no physical reference. So basically, to make it simple, something that's abstract, it has no physical form, yet it still exists. All right. But and I'm not talking about the wind, because the wind, even though we can't see it, it blows. But this is when, through the word abstract, literally something that doesn't have form, that can't be grabbed, felt, or touched, but it still exists. All right, and that's what the spirit is. That's where the Most High is at. That's where Yahushua is at, waiting to come back to redeem us once He's given the go ahead. And you have to believe in it. That's why Elisha said it. I pray, open up this man's eyes, because if you don't believe it, you'll be all carnal and fearful out here. That's why we can go out on the highways and byways in the midst of our captor, something that we couldn't do several hundred years, fucking 50 to 80 years ago. We wouldn't have did this. The spirit wasn't dealing with us, but more than that, we were scared of the so-called white man. We didn't know that we had someone that could protect us. All right, we literally have a defense. We don't have to ball our fist up and wrap him up. And if Esau come up to the camp, in order for us to stay out there, we got to break his jawline and throw the nigga, down the block somewhere so we can keep going. If the cops come up, we got to pick up guns and arms like IUSPK or some shit. All right, start locking and loading, and half the brothers shooting that back at their asses while the other half is still prophets. We don't have to do that. The spirits take care of us. All right, and by the spirits I mean the angels in that third realm, hopping into people's minds. A motherfucker come up talking crazy, and an angel will hop into another motherfucker to come up and lay him out, or an angel will hop into somebody else to come talk to him to calm him down and just have him leave. This is that Platonism. All right, this third realm that exists. All right, it's not here, it's not there, it's not anywhere, but it's somewhere. All right. Where was I at? Back in Revelation. Oh, the word for Jasper, because basically John, he was seeing the Most High in His glorious apparel. All right, on all the different colors, and I'm gonna go to Daniel to back it up. Which never mind. See, Jasper, a precious stone of various colors. For some are purple, others blue, green, and other colors of brass. All right, so it's basically showing you the Most High. He was elegant in his appearance. He had many colors about him. And I'm not talking about on his skin. All right, Most High is a dark skinned man. That's why I'm gonna get that Daniel. I'm talking about what he was wearing for you fucktard, dingling dickheads out there that'll start talking all that shit. Huh? Brown, brass. Yeah, Con, it said it on there. For the other colors, the Most High is not. Yeah, the Most High is not purple, blue, green, or none of that. That's a dark. He's dark skinned. Uh, Sardine or sardius for stone. The former is called a carnelian because flesh colored, and later a sard. All right, so we're gonna go back to it. Where did I leave off at? Where did I leave off at? Verse 4. And round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High Power. All right, so I'm gonna jump down right there, but now I'm gonna get that Daniel. All right, to back it up. But it's basically showing you the Most High. He has a throne. He has a dwelling place. All right, he's up in a spot in which we cannot see, calling all the shots, pulling all the strings, and everyone, including these heathens, are subject unto it. All right, nobody does whatever they want. Nobody just wakes up. Esau didn't just work his way to rulership. All right, he didn't. He wasn't such a great, magnificent, long, blonde, beautiful, flowing hair, shirt off, blue eyes, with a sword in his hand, with a white bitch on one side of him, and a Negro, a Latino, and a Native American with chains around their necks on the others. He didn't do us like that. He doesn't have it like that. It was given to him by the powers that be. All right, the true power, the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So this is Daniel chapter 7. We're gonna go down to verse 9. All right, and Daniel, he was also having visions too. All right, very, very oddly similar visions, and I wonder why. Huh. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, which is an old saying for the Most High, because he is the Ancient of Days. He was around before days were around. All right. Whose garment was white as snow, and his hair, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire. All right. And then we go and jump to 10. So saying he saw him sitting on his throne. And when you're on the throne, what does that mean? That means you rule. That means you dominate. That means you tell this person to go there. You call this to you. You make that go out that way. That's what the Most High does up there on that throne. From the spot that we can't see, we walking up and down in it. Literally, we were walking around down here in the physical, and the spiritual realm is all around. All right. And that's what's controlling everything. But that's something these people can't get. That's why it says what it says in Corinthians. A spirit. What does it say? I pulled it out in another video. But basically, the spiritual man can see it, but a carnal man can't. And you people are carnal out here. That's why y'all can't understand this word. Shit, motherfuckers. If this video was to get 100 million views, only about 30 people would actually know what I'm talking about, and that's the brothers that happen to be watching it. The rest of you fuckers would be people in the world that don't. What are you talking about? What, nigga? A third? You people, y'all don't have the vision. All right, the Most High is not dealing with y'all. All right, let's see. So now I'm gonna jump to 10, and we're gonna go back to it. All right, and once again, you have to have a firm belief in the spiritual realm. That's what dictates everything that goes on down here. All right. That's why we pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. What are you saying? What was that in the book of John? Blessed are and in Esdras. All right. Blessed are those that have not seen but believe. All right. The saying in the world is seeing is believing, but in all actuality, that's not the case. Seeing doesn't always seeing doesn't automatically mean believing, because you can see lies. The so-called white man will stick a lie in your face. The so-called white man will put a white painting of himself up when it's actually supposed to be images of the Hebrew Israelites, which are dark-skinned people. All right, the real seeing is gonna be when them chariots kicking, bust out them skies. Then that's when these fuckers in the world is gonna believe. All right, but we know it's coming. We can believe now without seeing it. Daniel chapter 10, verse verse 5 says, Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. And also, this is talking about, notice it said a man, not a woman, not a black woman, not a flying spaghetti monster, not fat Buddha or Allah. Who even knows what Allah looks like? A moon crescent? I don't fucking know. All right, it says a man, all right, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire. All right, and his the beryl representing what he was wearing, appearance of lightning, the countenance of his face shining. All right, which other scriptures, plenty of scriptures back it up. Wisdom and knowledge maketh the man's face to shine. All right, the Most High has the ultimate wisdom. So how you think what you think whatever, and his eyes are as lamps of fires. All right, the red in his eyes. All right, and his arms and his feet, like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. So it's highlighting the point that he is a dark skinned man. All right, brass ain't white and red. Brass isn't black, green, olive. All right, it's straight to it. Maybe in a different Bible version, but not in this one. All right, let's. So that's basically what Daniel and John seen. They're seeing. They're basically seeing the Most High. All right. And notice it keeps on saying how he's on the throne. And once again, when you're on the throne, you rule, you control, you make things happen. All right. The Most High is making everything happen down here. All right. If Esau was really in control of everything, why the fuck is Trump in office? Who the fuck would elect a Hoboken retard as their leader? All right. If people were in control, this world would be at peace. Once again, it shows you that the things down here do not control or govern this world. If it was, everything would be the way that every single individual would want it to be. There's obviously a bigger picture, all right, which that's what I did a video on the other day. There's a bigger fucking picture. Our lives is bigger than just what floats around inside our fucking skulls. And that's something that our people can't understand. And for those reasons, y'all's gonna fucking die. Because all a nigga can think about is smoking some fucking weed every day, man. And getting some fucking 40 ounces and some fucking Jordans and watching the fucking NBA finals. That's all you niggas think about. Revelation chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 10. The 24 angels fall down before him that sat on the throne and worship him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. So even the top creations of the Most High give continual obedience unto him at all times. It says they fell down and took off their crowns, showing you they know who the ruler was. You think the Most High just up there? You think he up there staring at staring straight up, just looking simple or something, man? That's the creator of all existence. You either listen or you die, and that's just how it is. All right, you motherfuckers better get in line. I mean, you scoffers not gonna get in line, but Jake, if you come across this, it's time to get serious. All right, the angels know better. You think if the angel gonna run from somebody, I'm gonna run harder than I'm gonna outrun the angel. Because if the angel got to run, that mean I really got to run. Shit. All right, this is now I'm gonna take it to Psalm. I'm gonna get these two. I'm gonna close it out. This is Psalm chapter 34. I'm gonna start at let's see, yep, 34:7. The angel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. And once again, this is why we're able to do what we do. This is why we have firm belief in it. This is why you should have belief in it. When you're out there prophesying, you should believe, you should know that the angels and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach himself, like I got in the next scripture, it tells you he's there with us, defending us, protecting us, keeping us, feeding us these scriptures. You know, Jake ain't got memory for shit in this place, but all of a sudden stuff that you ain't read in 7 months will come to your head and you can pull it in the perfect timing. There's things that exist outside of what we can understand. They always have been and they always will be. All right. Matthew chapter 18, verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. All right. So what what you scoffers got to say? All right. What you atheists got to say? All right. And fuck you, faggot atheists. You so great. And since God ain't real and you're a God or whatever you believe, how come you ain't making shit happen? I know there's some atheists out there that probably want to fly, grow some wings, bitch. What's the fucking dilemma? How come you can't stop yourself from throwing up? Let somebody hit you with a liver shot and let me see if your shit don't bounce and shake around. Why can't you turn your skin into titanium? All right. And for you dummy nigga scoffers, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not dealing with you. Because if he was dealing with you, you still be pushing his word. All right. So that's basically it. It's based off this word here once again, Platonism, or I know I'm butchering the pronunciation, but I don't really care that much. I'll just read it again, then I'll close. It says, the existence of abstract objects which are exerted to exist in a third realm, distinct both from the sensible external world. So this third realm is different from our physical world and from the internal world of consciousness. So it's different from just thought and passing of time. It's an actual place that exists outside. That's why he's called the Ancient of Days. He was around before time was around. All right. And the opposite of nominalism, whatever the fuck that means. Oh, which no nominalism. Okay, nominalism is basically the opposite. That's what atheists probably told around saying the opposite, saying there is nothing out there, everything's just all down here. All right. So you can either hop on one side of the line or you can hop on the other. You either believe or you don't. But just because you don't believe, that doesn't change the fact that things are still going to happen in this world that are outside of everybody's control, which proves that there's strings being pulled. Let me switch it back. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachachodash, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim, walk, and learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom.